There's a lot of high-profile divorces taking place. Portia Williams obviously is one of them, and I'm sure you know a lot of different people in different aspects of life. But what advice would you give to women when it comes to divorce?
Be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. And I say this all the time, be slow to reaction, because we get emotional, we get in our feelings, and we react, and 9 times out of 10, a week later, you're not going to be feeling like that, or you're going to regret the things that you've done. And be very selfish for yourself, because, and I call this my selfish season. We never take time out for ourselves. We pour into our children, into our men, into our friends, into our family, and we don't have anything left for ourselves. And I didn't realize that until going through my divorce. And I was like, I need a break. And I felt bad about that. I felt bad for wanting to just lay in my bed sometimes and just deal with what I was dealing with. And I realized, fuck that. I'm going to take the time for myself and get myself together and work on me. And if that's selfish to other people, then so be it. This is my selfish season. And I wish more women would do that. I think the result would be so drastically different if we took moments and were unapologetic about it.
Are you one to apologize if you're wrong?
Oh, if I'm wrong, I have no problem apologizing. But I used to apologize even when I wasn't wrong, just to keep the peace. And now I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
So, so you no longer believe in that?
No.
Because men oftentimes will say, like, sometimes, you apologize to keep the peace, like you said.
Yeah.
And I think that men take that on maybe more so than women. So I had to ask. Now, it's one thing to know that you were wrong on your own, but if someone brings to your attention, is that likely to change if they can show you, like, hey?
Oh yes, I am okay with being wrong, because we're not always right, and only a fool would think that he's right all the time.
Okay.
So I'm okay with accepting responsibility for my faults.
Okay. Co-parenting at this juncture, what's that like for you guys, and are you guys friends?
I keep communication at a minimal, because that's the way that I keep the peace. I'm not the baby mom that wants to insert myself in the activities and this and that. I think that it's important, because he does work so much, he's gone, to have that one-on-one time with his kids. And for me, that is beneficial to me, because I don't want to be around it. So I allow him to have his parenting time and do what he does, how he sees fit, and he does the same for me. And that is as peaceful as I could pray for.
Okay. All right, Crystal. We're going to unpack it. I know Neo responded to a recent, post you made, and he noted congratulations. How did you feel about that? Or how do you feel when he's commenting, he's in your comment section, or, he likes something?
He, and I know the media, they're going to take it and spin in the comments. He was being supportive, and I do appreciate that. But sometimes I just wish that, like, no, because
as in don't comment.
Don't do it, because, and I know he's trying to show people that there's no beef, and which there isn't, but it just brings on a whole nother wave of just BS that, like, I'm just tired. I'm tired of the narrative. I'm tired of being mentioned in the same headlines as him and all those things. Like, I just want to be known for Crystal Renay and not who Crystal was with.
Okay. It seems as if you and his other ex, Moneta, obviously, your children are siblings.
Best friends.
What's that like, and how did you all get to that place together?
We got to that place very early on, because we're both mature women, we're both grown, and our kids love each other. And before I had my kids, I had her children, and those were my babies. And I love her kids, and she loves my kids. And so it saddened me when the media and people try to create contention between us, because we don't have that. Everything is not always perfect, but we're family. And I just wish the world would stop trying to tear that apart.
That's what's up. You don't oftentimes, when it comes to, say, the other children, see that bonding.
I hang out with the new babies too.
That's what's up.
I mean, I can't. The children did not ask to be here. They didn't ask to be involved in our drama. They didn't ask for any of this. They are just kids, and to mistreat a child because of something that an adult does is just disgusting.
Yeah. Did you see the Bob Marley film?
I started watching it last night and I fell asleep, but I am going home to finish it.
Wait, is it on? It's streaming too?
It's streaming, yes.
Okay.
I think it's on Prime.
Okay. I was about to say you got the hook up.
No, it was early access.
That's
I
what's
got
up.
paid for it.
Yeah. No, I asked that because obviously, Bob Marley had a lot of
A
children.
lot of kids.
With
I
different
mean,
women.
my baby daddy, he right there up there with him, child.
Any more children for you? Would you?
I get asked that question a lot, and I'm so on the fence with it because I don't believe in children outside of marriage, and I don't know if I want to be married again.
Okay, so let's talk about that. What does the future of that look like for Krista? Like,
it's going to take
what type of man?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I thought I had it all figured out, and clearly I did not. So I am back at the drawing board trying to figure out what serves me. What is it that is going to, bring me to my fullness as a woman and my happiness. And right now the jury is still out on that. And marriage scares the absolute shit out of me right now.
Why?
Because I felt like in my past marriage I was living with a stranger. Because who I was in love with is not the person that he is now. And no shade, no disrespect, but that is a scary feeling. And so I don't want to be blindsided ever again the way that I was in my past.
Okay. Now, Krista, your thoughts on men and women and cheating. Who actually cheats better?
I don't think it's a gender. I think it's just the person, the type of person.
You've seen some women do it
I've
really
seen
well?
some women nasty work. Just nasty work. But men are they slick too. So I'm not a cheater. So it's hard for me to still even wrap my head around like just the deception behind it. Because I don't think I could be that deceiving. But I think I believe in duality, and I think that men and women are neck and neck.
When it comes to duality,
Yes.
huh? How would you say you're different now in your life?
I am a lot more calm and I'm a lot more at peace. I didn't realize that I had so much anxiety in my marriage, and that I never felt truly at ease, and I could never put a finger on it. And now I go to sleep with peace. I wake up with peace. I don't have the anxiety that I used to have, and the calm that has come over my spirit since leaving my marriage is something that I just can't even put into words. And I used to be very high strung and very rah, and now it's like it's hard to ruffle these feathers.
Okay. So you have more Glorilla?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. What was, say, your first date like after leaving your divorce?
Ooh, that was a rough
And
day.
what made it so rough? Again, we're learning. We're here to learn.
I think just stepping back into the dating pool, and after almost 10 years, it was, so this is what's out here? This is what we doing? Like, this is a little boys.
You seem unimpressed.
Very much so.